everyone, this is Miss Jess from the Monroe Street Art Center, and I have your third and final project for our Winter is Here collaboration kit with Mystery to Me. So I'm super excited about this. This project today is a snowy window pane, right? So when you look outside of your window, what do you see outside in the winter time? This example that I made was a sledding hill. If I looked outside of my window, I see a snowman standing underneath the moonlight, and these friends are going sledding, right? One is on a circle sled, one is not on a circle sled. I've got a little sign that says sledding. You can see their footprints in the snow, and there's even some fake snow on my window pane that we're gonna use today from inside of our art kits, okay? Few steps to this project. The first thing you're gonna need to do is find your big sheet of construction paper. There's two inside your kit. One of them is bright orange. Save that one for another project. Whatever other big sheet you have, you can use. Mine happens to be yellow. They're all different colors, so it doesn't matter which one you get. This does happen to be my favorite color, so I'm extra excited. Then I've got 4 squares of white paper, 1, 2, 3, 4. They're all about the same size, and this is going to make up the 4 sections of my window pane. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in a window, there's usually a support that goes through the middle of the glass and through the side of the glass. Not usually, I should say, but sometimes on a window pane, you will have wooden pieces sort of dividing up those parts of glass. So that's sort of what we're doing today, okay? So the first thing I'm gonna do is put that part together. I'm gonna use my 4 rectangles, and I think I actually want to make them a little bit smaller. They're filling up a lot of space on mine right now. So if I just take my pair of scissors, I'm gonna trim ever so slightly off the top. And that way when I lay them out, I'll have a little bit of space on top of my rectangles, below my rectangles, and on the side of my rectangles like this one to make it look like that window has a wooden window frame on it, right? So that's what I did. I'm gonna take my glue stick, put glue across the back. I can be really generous with my glue, especially since I'm going to be drawing on top of this. I really don't want the corners or the edges peeling off, right, or falling off even. So feel free to use a lot. And my glue looks purple right now, but it is going to dry clear. So putting glue on the back of each of these, and then I'm laying them out. Again, making sure that I've got a little bit of space in between each one so that I can see my yellow paper in the background. 1, 2, press it, really make sure it's stuck. 3. And stick. And 4. All right. Cool. Now that I've got them all stuck down, I'm not too worried about this being totally perfect. Mine are a little askew, but I don't mind. I think I want mine to kind of look like real wood, so actually what I'm gonna do is take a brown Crayola marker, and I'm just gonna draw some lines across that window frame. Kind of like a real piece of wood, how it's got some, you know, rough texture to it and stuff. Maybe this is like an old window that we're looking out of. Maybe a good thing to keep in mind is letting your glue totally and completely dry in case you have a little bit sitting on the edges here. If I were to run my marker through super wet glue, it's probably gonna ruin it. So take your time, right? Don't rush. Cool. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I got my window frame. Now I'm ready to think about what is outside of my window. This one I spent quite some time on, right? This has a lot of detail to it and a lot of shading. For today's example, I'm gonna simplify it a little bit so you guys don't have to watch a 45-minute video. So for this one, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do a snowman. I think I found a brand new pencil from my art kit, so I'm gonna go ahead and use this to sketch today. Always a good idea to start with pencil, right? Just in case you make a mistake, it's always easier to erase. So I'm gonna start by sketching out a little mound of snow on the bottom. And then I think I'm gonna have this snowman, snow person, hanging out over here. Maybe this snow person even needs another friend. I'm gonna draw another snowman on the other side. One big circle, one medium circle, one small circle. They need eyes, carrot nose, a mouth. Maybe I even want to give them buttons. You can see through my window. And maybe they're waving hello. There's my snowman so far. Okay, I feel like I need something up in the sky, so maybe I'm gonna do a big bright sun. Okay, I love it. Now, to make sure that it's gonna stand out nice and bright, this step is optional, but I always use Sharpie. I'm just gonna go back over my pencil lines, outlining them to make sure they really stand out from the background. All the little teeth are made out of coal. So they're all going to be black, at least on mine. Maybe yours has colorful buttons or something else for the buttons. Okay, outlining my second snowman. Add my little buttons. Okay, you guys get the idea. There could be anything outside of your window. Or if you really wanted to challenge, you could even try and draw your very own backyard. Look outside your window, see what you see. Maybe you could sketch it out or draw it. He's missing an arm. Ta-da! Okay, I'm gonna add a little bit of color to this. I've got some, what do I want to use? I've got some colored pencils here. So I'm gonna fill in my sun with yellow, bright yellow sunshine. Even though it's cold outside, I can still have a little bit of sunshine to warm it up. Okay, I need to add maybe an orange carrot nose and some other details around the sides, okay? Pick out my orange next. Awesome, they look pretty good. Okay, the very last step for this is to add our fake snow. So anywhere that you want to use this fake snow, put a generous layer of glue down. So I think I'm gonna add a bunch of this fake snow kind of down at the bottom since they're hanging out down here. I want that part to look really sparkly. So I'm gonna take my glue stick, and again, my glue is purple, so it's probably gonna look a little funny at first before it dries. Little mound of sparkly snow. I'll take my container, and there's two ways you can do this, right? I can either dip my fingers in, take a little pinch, and sprinkle it on top of my glue stick, or I can pour it. I'm just gonna go ahead and pour it. Okay, not a bad idea, especially if you're using a glue stick, to give it a little bit of pressure. Okay, so my fingers are a little sticky, but I do want to press the fake snow that's on there into the glue so that it doesn't flake off. Okay, gets our fingers kind of messy. Any extra snow that's not stuck to the glue is gonna fall right off, like that, like real snow, right? Yes, and then you can see it is textured and sparkly. And once my glue dries, it'll look just like this, where you've got a little bit of snow kind of sparkling on your windowsill, okay? So have fun with this, you guys. Take your time. It can turn out really, really beautiful if you spend some time on this. I got really into this project, okay? So have fun. I can't wait to see what you guys come up with.